Tariffs has been a big issue, especially since JD Vance and Tim Walz talked about it on stage the other night at the vice presidential debate. People say that tariffs are bad for the economy. Well, I did pull up some numbers because the numbers don't lie and these hips don't lie. So for people who don't know, before 1913, there was no income tax in this country. It was all funded by tariffs, meaning if you wanted to sell your items in America and you were from another country, your product would be more expensive to the American people to incentivize producing things at home. So in 2017, when Trump put in all of his tariffs, the trade deficit was $350 billion, meaning we had a deficit with countries that were selling cheap products into America to the tune of $350 billion. Here's what's interesting. Biden left most of Donald Trump's tariffs in place. He has left the 100% on EV cars, 50% on solar cells, 25% on steel and aluminums, which Trump got a lot of flack from people to saying they're going to destroy the steel industry. And semiconductors from China are now 25%. And in 2025, next year, they're going to double to 50%. So these are all tariffs that Biden has left in place. Now, that $350 billion deficit in 2017, when Trump put it in, is now at record lows. It's only $78 billion now.
Wow.
If you don't have tariffs and you have all these products coming in from across the world that are much cheaper, they're going to bankrupt the American companies that are making the products here at home. Then these foreign companies come in and they buy those same companies at a massive discount, and now they own the whole thing. And then you have no one in America manufacturing that's American made by Americans manufacturing these products.
I saved our steel industries by putting tariffs on steel that China came in and dumped. And you know what they do? They dump and dump and dump. Everybody goes out of business. Then they buy those businesses very cheap, and then they raise the prices to higher than they ever were. That's one of the many benefits that they have if they want to do it. But by putting tariffs on, as an example, in the furniture business in North Carolina, it was so vibrant, and they stole our business. And they charge us, if you wanted to build a furniture place, if you want to sell your furniture in China, they won't take it. But if you want to build a plant in China to make furniture in China using their labor, they open it. We're doing the same thing. A lot of people like, oh, well, we don't want to have tariffs. The country was at the richest point in its history in the 1890s. It was all tariffs. If you looked at William McKinley as an example, he was a big tariff president. They had committees that were put in charge of what to do with the money. We were taking in so much money. And McKinley would say, why should we let other people come in and steal our factories and steal our workers and steal our jobs? And why shouldn't we benefit? And he tariffed the other countries.